Hello everybody, my name is Cul Blu, and I don't know which cast I'm bringing you. Oh dear jeez, this is not good. I'm sorry. My name is Cul Blu, and I'm bringing you guys random podcast number, which I think is supposed to be random number, instead of random number. Actually, this is random podcast number 87. Okay, so cool. Everything's fine. Let's just pretend Cul Blu didn't have a slight hiccup, and let's just continue on like it should be, because this is how it should be. But I'm bringing you guys an ability draft game because I figured, why the freaking heck not? Sadly, I'm here doing this solo. Tokidoki Error, she did join me for one last time around, but we had to stop in the middle because some issues happened on my side and I couldn't finish recording. So we went through the whole game and it didn't amount to anything, except for the experience that we gained from casting it. That's really about it. But I wanted to bring you guys an ability draft for this whole entire great day Saturday that this is apparently is. And officially as of this week, which won't matter in the future, but I'm actually out of town. So through the magic of the internet, you guys are still getting your cast. And I'm gonna keep trying my hardest to keep these as consistent as possible. I know last weekend I missed it completely. And by last week I mean today's that day that was supposed to get posted. Today's definitely last week's Saturday. And yeah. So anyway, as far as combinations that we can see out here so far, I see one really good combination. And that is definitely Sticky Napalm plus never mind, I lied. But the Bash is actually first pick worthy. Grow is first pick worthy as always. Sticky Napalm first pick worthy. And Aftershock is kind of first pick worthy. Now, to be honest, a lot of people like to pick up Enchanted Totem early, but I don't like it as an ability. I mean, it gives you some 400% crit, which is nice and all, but unless you can have like enough HP to survive while you cast that thing, because it takes like 2.5 seconds to cast or something like that, then it's not too much fun. But as far as other abilities, Tombstone, really good. Living Armor, really good as well. Living Armor, not necessarily first pick worthy, especially relative to all the other things like Sprint, Sladar Stun, Sladar Bash. But I'm actually kind of shocked to see that nobody's picked up Bashes yet. I mean, he's made it all the way to Treant Protector. It's made it all the way to Warlock, and nobody's picked up Bash yet. So hopefully Warlock does get that Bash, and it'll be really nice on him. Oh, sorry, went to Undying. And Warlock did in fact pick up the Bash, so all the first pick worthy skills are picked up. The only questionable ones, in my honest opinion, are Fissure and Sacrifice. Aftershock, it depends. I mean, it's risky to pick it up early. But I think Lich would have been perfect to have it, because Split Shot does proc your abilities, such as Aftershock, and also it procs Overload, which is probably one of the scarier ones I've seen. We literally had a game one time where there was a Meepo who had Split Shot and he had Overload, and he was like literally playing dubstep all by himself for free. Like he was just split shotting or toggling Split Shot and hitting something and it'll just explode with Overload, toggling Split Shot and then hit something and explode with Overload. So I really wish that Lich would have picked up Aftershock. That would have been really nice to see, but sadly we won't see it this game. Instead, we see Undying going for some heavy spells, which is actually not that bad of a deal for him because he does have some nice mana pool. He does have some nice mana growth and mana growth. And as I said, I'm trying to type in Dota 2 attributes so I can look at the list of everybody to see if the builds are balanced enough. But for the most part, Undying, he can afford the mana cost of both Slither Crush and Avalanche, so that's a really nice for him to have. Elder Titan, he needs a spammable ability, and I think Split Shot was the one that he was looking for, but he is not going to be able to find what he wants, and he's going to be very sad. So he won't be able to have that. I think he might have been going for Enchanted Totem too. Moving over to everybody else, we see the Tiny does in fact have that Living Armor. He did first pick it, or no, he second picked it, and then he third picked Tombstone, which is actually pretty nice. He has the Rock plus Tombstone, and he also has the Living Armor to help him survive while he drops it. Meanwhile, we have Sladar getting the Sticky Napalm plus Firefly, which is not that great in ability draft, surprisingly. Because in ability draft, you don't get the vision that Batrider gets that's tied to Batrider, not tied to the ability, which kind of sucks. Oh, fun fact, Undying's OP map hack's vision is actually tied to Undying. Or not Undying, Night Stalker. Sorry, my bad, Night Stalker. It's tied to a Night Stalker. So if you play ability draft and you get a Night Stalker, you can pick up an ulti that's not Hunter in the Night or not the Darkness ulti for Night Stalker. You can pick up some ulti like a Lich ult or Earthshaker ult or Elder Titan ult or something that gets enhanced by Nags, which this one definitely doesn't. But you get Chain Frost or Echo Slam and get an Aghanim Scepter. You get free AoE vision and you get an upgraded version of that ulti. So who doesn't freaking want that? Alright, so moving on to the abilities that we see so far. Warlock has a really nice kit. He should be able to spam every single one of his abilities, specifically the Astral Spirit. He'll have the mana pool necessary for that. Undying going for a lot of control. Lich has a really nice way to disengage the fights, and we got Elder Titan. I'm not too sure if I like his build too terribly much. He can get a few free aftershocks every 5 seconds, but that's not that great as far as the synergy goes with his abilities. Like I said, it would have been really nice if he could have got split shot. Moving over to the Sladar, he's going to be a big deal. That Flesh Golem does make him survivable once he has a few creeps die around him. And on this Treant Protector, he has the Craggy Exterior plus Duel. That's going to be really nice for him to have. So he can basically do an Enchanted Totem, pop a Duel, and then just let people stun themselves as he just punches everybody in the face as he goes for the fight. So there we go. We're going to have all that happen, and we're going to see who is going to reign supreme in this whole entire thing. We'll just get my settings set the correct way. Even though I'm not in Dota TV, it's good to get in the habit of changing those settings, especially if you're starting out casting. So while this game is just getting on the road, let me do introductions. Start off on the side of the Radiant. On this Legion Commander, we see LOL player. Respect, man. Respect for actually being brave enough to put that as your name inside of Dota. I started with League of Legends too, so I do have respect for that game. For all the naysayers out there that think League of Legends is just baby game, that's how I started. So I guess it technically is. I was like baby stepped into Dota, but it was a gateway drug. Let's put it that way. Moving on to this Earthshaker, we see, I'm going to say Japanese name number 1. I'm going to say a Japanese name. I don't know if it's Chinese or Japanese, but that character right on this side looks like a Japanese character. So, Japanese name number 1 on the Earthshaker. On this Elder Titan, we see Show Mercy to WF, for God's sakes. And I'm not sure what that is in reference to, but I feel like that might be like a Reddit thing. Moving over to Lich, we see Shalgan on that Lich, and his attack range is 550, which is actually pretty decent. I don't think it's far enough to actually hit these guys within a far range. Split shot, it goes for a whole entire 700 range, so he can do some ancient farming. It was just old school Medusa type stuff. And by old school I mean new school, or new age Medusa thinking. Moving on to this Undying, we see CY is the hardest ganker for WF. And these guys are obviously in a party. Moving on to the side of the Dire, on this Tiny we see Bacha Hansen. On that Tiny. On this Slaughter we see the one, the only, Bill freaking Clinton. On this Death Prophet we see Gofu on her. And on this Treant Protector we see Awful Waffle on that Treant Protector. And last but not least we see Next on this Warlock. Now one thing to point out, that if these guys are paying attention enough, they can actually see if Lich pops a split shot. Because it does some weird things where basically in the middle of the map it shows like a line towards the person that's using split shot. And it can definitely give it away. So I'm not sure if these guys saw it, but I mean it's definitely a thing that can definitely be a problem for Lich. Maybe someone will catch on, like that line right there. It shows a line directly to where they are, which Lich is in that general direction, so he's right there. So something you can pay attention to if you're a support or play supports like me usually in ability draft or just in general with Dota. You can see that stuff and use that to your advantage. Meanwhile, Earthshaker versus Sladar. This is going to be a fun matchup for Earthshaker because Sticky Napalm's on Sladar. That's free magic wand charges, and Sladar, I doubt that he'll be able to actually kill Earthshaker, but he does have a really cool kit. In the sense that he can go for the slow, and then he can go for Firefly right over top of him. So it's just a lot of extra damage that he can get out for no apparent reason. Moving over down bottom, we got Elder Titan just having a nice little bit of fun. Just throwing on some Frost Armor, just getting a few stuns, but it's not going to be enough. He's actually going to be a little bit trouble. The Frost Armor keeping him nice and healthy. Treant Protector trying to go all in. Doesn't really get anything. He's actually going to pop. Oh man, this might be a death of Elder Titan. A lot of armor going his way. He's going to be a survivor. No, he does in fact go down. Death Prophet doing a little bit too much work. Gofu claiming that first blood with the right click. And I think Elder Titan immediately regrets his decision as far as abilities go. Meanwhile, LOL player on that Legion Commander, she has that return to natural order, which is great and all, but I seriously doubt it'll help her actually kill these creeps faster. But it's a nice little kit though. Moment of Courage plus that return to natural order. She also has tiny ulti, so she has a bunch of passives and one nice silence on the Death Prophet. So that's cool for her. Cool for her. She actually lost, or sorry, she spent all her gold, and she does in fact die in the creep camp. Because why not just die in the creep camp instead of walking all the way back over there to your fountain, and then waiting for yourself to heal, and then walk all the way back to the jungle. She took the easy route. A lot of people are starting to do that, and I think we might see a patch with that in it. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like a patch for dying to neutrals. Anyway, we got the body blast coming up from Earthshaker, losing Earthshaker, trying to go for some damage. Not going to be enough. We got the Lich coming up from Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton gets some sticky napalm stacks, and there's a little bit of damage coming to Earthshaker, but not a whole lot to scare him out of the lane just yet. He does need to be very careful though. Meanwhile, down bottom, Elder Titan just trying to hold his own. Treant Protector doing some nice chunks of harassment damage. I mean, he has a high amount of base damage. 96 base damage right now with what, 3 levels? 3 levels and 2 branches. So he has some nice damage. It's gonna be really cool for him. And on top of that, his Echo's Enchanted Totem increases damage by 200%. So it's 96 times 2. No, times 3 actually, because he hits for his original and he also gets bonus damage for 200%. So that's going to be really nice. Meanwhile, in the jungle, we see Gofu on that Death Prophet trying to chase Lich Commander out of the jungle. They can actually turn and go for this kill, but they need to be careful because Earthshaker is officially out of mana, so it's a good idea that they backed away. But Death Prophet having that, whatchamacallit, decay is going to be really, really obnoxious because she has the mana pool to support this. Probably one of the better heroes I've seen to actually pick it up, to be honest. 2 people mid. Gofu might be going for a dive. They're going to go for Earthshaker, who actually has a... actually going to throw on a nice Cryptic Swarm. Not going to be enough. Legion Commander going to try to do as much damage as possible to his Legion, or to his Death Prophet. Not going to be enough. Looks like officially this will be the first death of Earthshaker, and he is officially go down. Meanwhile, Legion Commander is going for the or it's not going for the dive. Bill Clinton did go for the dive. Legion Commander is trying to go for the kill on top of this Sladar, and Sladar's not going to be able to get it. Lich could have rotated in, and now I think they officially know that Lich is doing some ancient farming, because Sladar did just casually pass on through that. So Lich might be in a little bit of trouble next time around. Meanwhile, up top, Undying holding his own versus all these guys. Wow, okay, what happened? Oh, okay. Warlock has Bash, right. Warlock having Bash is really nice because his range is a whole entire 600, which is among the higher number of ranges. The single highest range in this game is, I think, 700, and that's on Techies, who's actually technically not in this game yet, so he has the highest range. Of course, Sniper reigns supreme if he has take aim, but that's technicality, guys, come on. Meanwhile, Sladar TP's back mid. Death Prophet was holding down camp, and I'll see if they decide to rotate to bother Lich. Gofu is actually heading towards there. The Ancient Stacks is getting killed right now. She might be able to pick up a few creeps. Actually scouts it out completely. The Observer coming out from the Radiant is here, so they do know that Death Prophet knows about it. So she eats a tree, and she starts to kill things. Lich shows up, does a little bit of damage. Death Prophet trying to scare Lich away. Lich needs to be careful because he has no HP. And him losing strength is actually not the best of things for him. It's not healthy. But he is going for a Hand of Midas, so once he has it online, he should be able to catch up with everything that he's missing out on so far. Meanwhile, down bottom, Elder Titan getting nice and body blocked, or zoned out by this Treant Protector, who's looking for some damage. Not going to be able to find it. Hitting for a whole entire 400 damage per hit. He's going to be able to get a hit. He's going to go for a duel instead. He will get a duel. Need to go for a duel first. He actually gets hit with this nice little stun. And there's another stun falling for Elder Titan. Elder Titan, do what he can to survive, but this Treant Protector is going to go for it. They're going to be able to get this kill. Nice little ulti coming off from Undying, or Sladar. So that way Treant Protector does hit a lot harder. Meanwhile, we got Death Prophet losing a bunch of HP, but they did manage to pick off that Earthshaker mid. So really well played on their part. And so starts the first of many kills for the Treant Protector. I gotta be honest, guys. Now, my question is, will Treant Protector decide to build himself to where he builds up his stuff with bonus damage, or will he build it up with base damage? Because one thing to keep in mind is the fact that Enchanted Totem works on only your base damage. It does not affect... Yeah, bonus damage is based on base damage. And that given to primary tribute. So basically, the white numbers and not the green numbers. If he decides to go for a whole bunch of green numbers instead of going for the white numbers, I think that'll be a big mistake. And speaking of big mistakes, we got... Oh my gosh, this might be a dead... this will be a dead Elder Titan here very soon. Treant Protector wants to go in for the kill, doesn't really go for it, decides to go back and hit himself a creep. Here comes the Death Prophet. Now these guys are going to go for it. They're going to see if they can find the kill, and the Treant Protector can't move fast enough to actually catch up to him. So that's one of the drawbacks of having Enchanted Totem. Like, it takes a whole entire, 5 hours to cast. So that's one thing you always have to be careful of. But for the most part, Elder Titan playing his hero decently, relative to the abilities that he has. I still don't like it, not one bit, though. I don't think Ice Armor is good enough for spamming that. Oh my gosh, Earthshaker shows up. Beautiful, beautiful. Stitcher, no, it's going to be a dead Earthshaker. Beautiful damage coming up from Treant Protector. Now we got Elder Titan trying to be on the run. He's going to be able to make us alive. Heals himself. Doesn't really matter. Death Prophet says, bro, I took your HP and then I killed you with it. And the bottom lane does win completely. And I think this is going to be the story of the rest of the game. Because Treant Protector is going to hit hard every single time. Lich He's trying to farm the Ancients as best as he can, but it's not going to be good enough, especially since now the Dire know about it. So he's instead going to go ahead and farm a stack. Nice hold position micro. And by micro, I mean just standing still while he's punching things. Either that, he was just looking somewhere to type or something. Sladar has an illusion rune. Going to get that preemptive heal. They do see the Lich, and Lich will be in a little bit of trouble now because Sladar has sticky napalm. He doesn't have anything to really kill Lich, to be honest, and Lich should be able to survive with the mana shield coming out. But Sladar is going to scare him away. He might be in a trouble if these guys do decide to go for it, but no, they do not. Meanwhile, Legion Commander taking a bunch of damage somewhere. You can see these guys converging towards this Tiny. Tiny will in fact be going down. The Chain Stuns do come through, and the Chain Stuns are great with these ones, and they do officially kill him. And speaking of people getting killed, we got Lich taking a bunch of damage. He'll officially be going down. He's out of mana. Hand to minus at least was up. Earthshaker shows up in crew. They're going to try to juke around and access on Earthshaker. Those are wrong people on the wrong side. They do run away. Earthshaker getting hit with that cloud. And some sticky napalms. But at least he got his ulti off. Meanwhile, Death Prophet taking all of his stats. His stun does come through. And Earthshaker trying to run out of the way of the creeps. Death Prophet luckily misses that last decay. And I think Death Prophet maxed out her decay. Because this is on a 4-second cooldown. Or so it's on a 4-second cooldown. And oh wow, that build. Okay, that's really powerful. Legion Commander does die to a neutral. Not the best of neutrals to die to, but she does die to an Ancient. And the Centaurs do get placed. Okay, to block that creep camp.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is
yeah, Warlock's build looks pretty darn impressive. I think Astral Spirit was just a result of him not having anything else to really pick up. I mean, it might be useful a little bit later. But he does have the press the attack. He also has the bash, which he's putting a nice bit of points into. Once he has 4 points inside of that, he will be able to just permabash you every single time. Well, not permabash you, but every 4 attacks should guarantee a bash. And he's actually going for a Desolator. So that'll be a nice, interesting choice. The negative armor strategy coming out on top of a Warlock. We'll see how that pans out for him.
Radiant's top tower is
Meanwhile, down bottom, Treant Protector has the items necessary for Armlet of Mordagon. We'll see if he decides to pick up anything else before the curry comes through, but for the most part, it will be his item choice. And moving on back into the jungle, we see some people rotating around for the Dire. Sladar shows up with the GG rune, or DD rune. I mean, 1 letter off. Oh, 2 letters off, sorry. But they're going to go for the kill. Oh man, Undying taking a bunch of damage, a huge amount of damage. He is officially going to be going down. Sladar, oh man, didn't go down fast enough. Did not go down fast enough, but he was able to get his ulti off just to stop everybody a little bit. Sladar taking some chunk of damage. I think if Sladar would have right clicked instead of trying to go for some Leech Seed, then he might have been able to actually get the kill. But lucky for Undying, he didn't die during the ulti.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation. Dire's top tower isn't well.
And also lucky for Undying, Treant Protector attacks slow as all get out. His attack speed is 1.5 attacks per second. So it takes a whole entire second to actually attack.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Actually, just a little bit over a second. And Warlock is up top, looking for Earthshaker, who's actually trying to push his top tower. He will be able to get the kill, and Warlock, actually no, Warlock's going to come through, throws out the cloud, throws out the press the attack, trying to get some right clicks, not going to be able to find the first right click, but Earthshaker can't really juke all that much. I'm pretty sure he knows this, and he will be officially getting hit with the bash. Death Prophet does pick up that kill. Gofu doing a great job with that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, in mid, who is this? That is a Sladar against the sticky napalm max on top of Undying. Undying does get a stun, and now we will see a dead Sladar. The ulti does come out from Undying to make sure that Sladar can't go anywhere. Sladar does officially go down. Tombstone drops from Tiny, and now Undying's in a little bit of trouble, getting slowed 2 kinds of ways. He has a stun available, so if Tiny does decide to continue through, he will officially be meeting his death. But lucky for him, he won't be facing his death. I don't know if Lich knows that this is warded, but it will be warded for a whole entire minute, which should be about the time it takes for him to actually kill everything. You on mid, Undying. Oh man, no, hold on, I hear duel. Treant Protector will be able to kill his Elder Titan eventually, and there you go. He kills him just in time. 34 damage going for Treant Protector. He's now level 11. He's hitting like a truck on those first hits, and he'll probably continue to hit like a truck. Actually, no, let's take it back. He hits like a tree. Meanwhile, we see Earthshaker showing up. Earthshaker going to be taking some right click coming out from these Death Prophet illusions. Look at his HP go. He's going to get body blocked by illusions too. They're going to go ahead and pop the Sladar speed thing, sprint. He's trying to get the kill on top of his Earthshaker. He's going to be able to get the last hit, and I don't think Earthshaker will be able to make it out alive. Not able to get any abilities off in time. And he just hit Earthshaker for 600 damage. Impressive. But don't worry guys, Lich has a hand of Midas and he now has power treads. So he will be able to drop one of those branches, get his power treads, and continue to right click. As always with a Medusa or somebody who's playing a Medusa-like person, if this game does go late, I think Lich might be able to handle his own versus everybody. But one thing you do have to keep into consideration is the fact that Treant Protector is hitting it for as much as he's hitting for. And it's going to be like, it's going to be almost impossible for Lich to survive that. Like, I'm pretty sure Treant Protector right now could one-shot Lich if Lich doesn't have his mana shield up. If Lich doesn't have his mana shield up. And it's going to get a lot worse because the Shadow Blade will be on the menu for this Treant Protector. And with that comes more death. More death, more trials, and more tribulations. Meanwhile, mid, we got Bill Clinton on the Sladar, hanging out mid. Not scouted out just yet, but he has a Blink Dagger available. So he's ready to jump at any given moment. Death probably coming forward, getting everybody nice and softened up. Lich coming forward, gonna give some right clicks. He's actually gonna run to the trees. Oh my gosh, this just might be a dead Lich. Lich will begin his nice little HP taken. Bill Clinton just barely in range to go for that. And Earthshaker does throw out the stun to try to disengage the fight. And the stun does stop the fight. But keep in mind that keep in mind that Shalgon does have his Medusa ulti up, which is gonna be really nice. The physical damage coming out from the Radiant is actually pretty high. Relative to the Earthshaker, but he needs to make sure he has mana for the ulti, and he now officially has no mana for it. So if Lich is forced to pop that ulti, they will not be able to actually capitalize on the 2 seconds where everybody is taking increased amounts of damage. Because of the Stone Gate, it's actually 3 seconds. But they are going to come forward. Treant Protector is going to find the duel. Duel does come through. A lot of damage coming towards Lich. He does have his mana shield up, but I think he's still going to be going down in the time of the duel, and he does go down just barely off time. Treant Protector not happy about that, but once he has a Shadow Blade up, he will, in fact, be able to kill people very, very, very fast. Meanwhile, though, speaking of people killing people very fast, we got Treant Protector, Warlock trying to go for kills off Legion. Legion trying to juke around the trees. She does go back for the right click. Not going to be enough to keep him alive. Meanwhile, Lich is going to go for the kill on top of this Earthshaker, because Earthshaker wants the damage. That's right, guys. Earthshaker wants the damage. He wants the D. Excuse my analogies. Can't get any worse than that, huh? So taking a really quick look at the items around the map, we see Warlock does in fact have that Maelstrom, which is helping him out with his right click, also helping out with his bashes. We see Shadow Blade is up on Treant Protector, plus that Armlet, and my internet doing weird things. Shadow Blade plus Armlet is going to be more than enough for Treant Protector to actually kill a lot of people. And oh man, we got Elder Titan coming forward, doing a nice little chunk of damage. We got Death Robber throwing an ulti, going to be able to kill both of these guys. And I think it will be just enough, and they will all go down. And oh, by the way, Tiny forced to drop his ulti. Probably not what you want to have happen. Not the most ideal of things, but hey, it works out in the end. Meanwhile, we got the duel coming out from Treant Protector. So much damage on top of Earthshaker. He officially goes down. 3-shotting Earthshaker. The first shot was all of his HP. The last 2 shots were just assurance to make sure Earthshaker wasn't going to come back a zombie. So it's a pretty powerful lineup now that duel is online. Coming from Treant Protector, and also now that he has attack speed to actually go for these easy duels, I guess I should say. It also helps that none of his other abilities cost that much mana. I mean, 75 for duel, everything else is free, except for Enchanted Totem, of course, because Enchanted Totem eats your mana up really fast. Anyway, Treant Protector is going to come up top, 8 seconds for that duel. I want to know if he's going to wait for it. It looks like he will in fact wait for it. So he should go for the punch, go for another Enchant Totem, and then go for the duel. Nope, he's going to go for the duel instead. Going to throw the ulti, or sorry, yeah, the ulti does come through. Sladar comes out to help. Sladar needs to go for the right click. Doesn't go for the right click. So Treant Protector does not win that fight. And I think if he would have done the other way around, where basically he punched her, and then he punched her while the Shadow Blade plus the Enchanted Totem crit was coming through. So he can get some extra bonus damage. And then afterwards, pop another Enchanted Totem and go for a duel, and she would have definitely died during that duel. The question is, will they have had enough time between the two? And I think the answer is yeah, if Sladar was, or Tree would have waited for Sladar. Because Sladar could have threw the slow and Legion couldn't go anywhere.
Invisibility.
Invis Rune is up on Warlock. I'm not too sure how much work he's really going to do with that, but he's going to use, I'm just going to go ahead and pick it up, why not? And the gold grab, well guys, it is well in favor of the Dire. That's all I gotta say. XP grab, same exact story that you guys see right here before yourself. And the items, Tiny, trying to build himself an Aghanim Scepter. I'm not sure for what reasons, but we'll see. Okay, he has the rock. Okay, that works. You know, Blink 4 come out from Sladar. They're gonna go for a kill on top of this person who's caught in the trees. Oh man, Bill Clinton might have blocked himself into a bad situation. Lich giving getting a whole bunch of stuff to actually kill him back. And Sladar does officially go down. Meanwhile, somebody's on the high ground. Or somebody's around this corner. We got Warlock forced to run away. The Invis Rune does wear out. The Sentry Wards are placed on top. Lich does kill it. And Lich is actually going for a Maelstrom, which is something I'm not actually a huge fan of, especially considering that he really needs stats to get himself more mana. Or at least get a crit or something, because otherwise he's just going to die extremely easy. I mean, he has a split shot, he has his ulti for Medusa. That's going to be really nice, but I don't know if it'll be enough. Now we got the Astral Spirit finally getting used by Warlock. That's going to be more attack speed, more damage. Why the freak not?
Wicked sick.
I know, Treant Protector just killed Legion. And he just one-shot an Ancient. Okay, the Ancient was already low. Okay, fine. So Treant Protector needs to do a little bit more to give himself more HP. I'm assuming he's going to build a Reaver. Which, if he's going to build a Reaver, is a long ways away from it if he's going to wait for it. But he's going to go ahead and build himself a Demon Edge, so he is going to go for the bonus damage. And I think he's going to go for a crit. I'm not sure if he's going for a crit or MKB. Or maybe he's going for Rapier. I mean, both will work. Meanwhile, that bonus, somebody's getting surrounded. Deathfire taking a bunch of damage, but she's still in a bunch of HP, so these guys need to be careful. She does get hit with the stun. She does have her ulti up. She can actually toss it here in a few seconds. She does toss it. Medusa ulti comes through from Lich. And now the Undying comes through, does a bunch of damage to Deathfire, but she'll officially be going down. Not taking any damage from magic, but she's still going to be going down. Meanwhile, Bill Clinton on that Sladar just show up. Oh, it's not Sladar. Is that Sladar? No, that is, yeah, that's Sladar. He does show up, he does do a bunch of damage, kill himself one person, not going to be enough to keep himself alive. Too much nukage coming out from these guys, so finally, they do win that fight, but it doesn't really matter. Tiny carrying himself a tree because he has an ag stick right now. Throws out the tombstone as well, nice combination from him. The stun did come through from, I think Undying before he died. Ironically, Undying dies. But anyway, Tiny being really aggressive with these golems, just going to send them all forward, trying to get himself a kill on top of something. Not going to be able to find anything, really. Anything else.
Radiant's bottom tower has uninvited.
What time he gets the bonus damage coming from the tree? The answer's probably not. But he's still carrying the tree though. It's kind of cool.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, Legion Commander does have growth, so she is a little bit bigger than normal. No Aghanim Scepter just yet, and it's going to be a long time before she gets that. But once she does have it, it'll be pretty darn cool. It doesn't give you yeah, it gives you.
Radiant's bottom tower has uninvited. Radiant's bottom tower is now a pile of dust.
So things not really going well for the Radiant, I guess is the best way to put it. Death Rapper coming forward, being full on yellow. Actually gets hit with a bunch of damage coming from Undying. Undying drops the ulti as well. Death Rapper, if she can actually stop getting stunned, she can actually drop herself another ability to keep herself alive, but she's not going to be able to get it. The heal does come through on the wrong person. Meanwhile, Treant Protector comes through, nukes all kinds of Earthshaker, and now we got a lot of damage coming towards. Nope, not enough damage. Everybody looks away from Lich, and Lich does not in fact give himself what he wants. The slow comes through from Sladar. Sladar trying to get the kill on top of his Alatain. Is going to be able to get the kill. Stun coming up from Undying, and these guys are going to continue going for the chase. The Aegis was popped on top of whoever that was that just died. But Treant Protector just got himself a nice little chunk of damage on top of Lich, and I think it's pretty much GG right now, guys. Another kill going towards Treant Protector. And Warlock does take a drop at the end of all this.
Radiant's top tower needs bandages.
I hear Tombstone. There it is.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We got stuns coming through. Earthshaker trying to nuke somebody down. Not going to be able to get it. The heal coming up from Tiny on top of Tiny.
Top tower is under attack.
And he's not going to heal Treant Protector because F the police. Treant Protector did go back home. And he does officially have crit. So I'm looking to see who can get lifesteal because it's going to be really nice once he has it. He's pretty much moving at max move speed. If he was a normal hero, I think he would be moving at max move speed, but yeah, sadly not.
Radiant's middle tower may need a hand.
Look at that. He's hitting for 1,000. And that's without crit. If he crits right now, it's going to be destroying any and everybody that shows up. I want to see him hit something so I can see if he crits. He's going to have to use it again. Nope, hold on, he got something coming to him. Oh, Tiny. Tiny does. But wait, here comes the Death March. These guys are coming for the kill. The Treant Protector is going to be able to one-shot whoever shows up. So I think Earthshaker just might be seeing a lot of damage if he does get scattered out. But no, he doesn't get scattered out. Tree will, in fact, go punch a creep. Come on, pop it. There we go. 2,272 damage, guys. That is how much damage Treant Protector hits if he crits. That is a ridiculous amount of damage. And I think now the whole entire Dire Squad, or Radiant Squad, are afraid in their britches. They really need a Heaven's Halberd, and I don't see anybody close to it. Legion Commander is going to be going for the BKB instead. Lich going for what looks to be a Melnir, like I said before. I don't think it's a good idea, but he's going to be going for it. You know, full-on glass cannon. Meanwhile, Treant Protector just over here swagging on creeps. And by swag, I mean killing. Oh man, they see Legion Commander in the jungle. Treant Protector looking for a chase. He's going to be able to find the chase. Legion forced to blink out. And they do say come back, and I think, yeah, they saw the rotation come out from through here. The Observer from Treant Protector. Or the Observer placed down by, I think, the Lich. Or whoever it was. I was able to see the Treant Protector rotate up top. And does Legion have a blink tag? Nope. Okay, she just ran. So the Dire's vision looking pretty darn good. They can see things on the side. Oh, the Central War is just barely off, so they don't know if there's a vision over here. But they will be able to see a Treant Protector come from the side if he does decide to get crazy with it. Speaking of Treant Protector, Sladar is down bottom. Treant Protector, where are you is a big question, because I think the next kill is going to happen when you punch somebody. It's actually going to be headed up top. They will be able to get this kill on top of whoever this is. And it looks like the Central Ward is already used. Oh, they're going to try to go for the kill. Not going to be able to find it. The silence does come down from, I think that was Legion Commander. So that's a nice little silence on her. Stopping Treant Protector from popping that ulti. That's probably the only thing that they got stopping them. Meanwhile, kills happen in mid. Sladar does die, because too much YOLO. And Legion Commander has himself a Blink Dagger. Oh, not Legion Commander. Elder Titan has himself a Blink Dagger, which is going to be extremely good for initiating these fights. Earthshaker, no Blink Dagger, just going for drums. Doesn't really need it, to be honest. He doesn't really need a Blink Dagger, that is. But I think he does need a lot more HP, because that Death Prophet ulti is extremely valuable to him.
Radiant's bottom tower has a nasty situation.
My Central Wards are placed on the high ground. They don't know about it, and by they, I mean the Dire Squad don't know about it. Legion Commander low, she's healing in the fountain. Was able to survive, and Warlock just doing some nice chunks of damage. Has himself a Desolator already, so more negative armor. At this point in the game, Warlock is hitting, what, negative 20 plus negative 7? So negative 27, and Legion Commander's armor is at 4. Wow. Legion Commander's armor is at 4. Which means that when Warlock hits her once, he's hitting for max amplified damage. Which is negative 20%. After you start getting plus 20% or over plus 20% or under negative 20%, then you start finding that you don't do any more extra damage. So it doesn't really matter. Anyway, Undying might be... Oh, the blink comes forward from Legion Commander, or from this guy, Elder Titan. So this will be a dead Warlock. Sadly, he is officially a glass cannon. The chain stuns were on point, coming out from the Radiant Squad, so good job on their part. My question is, will they be ready to stop this push coming in from the mid? And the answer is probably yeah. Lich, he can kill his creeps pretty fast. His damage is looking pretty nice. Legion Commander, she almost has a BKB. So maybe if she got any of those creeps, she might be that much closer. But Lich said no. Said, Lich, please give me gold. Treant Protector. I really, yeah, I was about to say, I really like to see him go for some lifesteal. But okay, he has lifesteal now, so that's good. That's good. He's actually going to go full YOLO. Is he going to go for it? No, he just punches the tower, gets hit with a nice little stun. And I don't know if Elder Titan wants to go on this, but Treant Protector is officially losing HP. He's going to go for the damage, trying to kill the tower as fast as he can. Medusa ulti comes through from Lich. The stun does come forward from Elder Titan. And now we got the stun coming out from the Tiny, getting hit with those rocks, and actually drops a tombstone to stand still, just trying to micro these golems as best as he can. No refresher out just yet, but we got Sladar coming forward. Does give himself a kill. Dagon plus Undying ulti. Really, really nice combination. We'll talk about it a little bit later. Earthshaker taking a bunch of damage. Going to be officially get himself a kill on top of the Sladar, so really nice play from him. The Death Prophet ulti doing a little bit too much on his part. But the middle tower still goes down. And I don't know who claimed it, but it went down. That's all that matters. Treant Protector, what will you build next is a big question. And the answer is probably Satanic. Because, you know, Satanic. He's actually going to come forward, try to see if he can get himself a kill on top of whoever this is. But Centaur is already there, so she's going to be running away immediately. So they should know that there's a Centaur here. And Tree should just go ahead and punch a creep. And oh, he's going to get hit with the damage. He's going to get hit with the silence, so he's not going to punch her the way he wanted to. And it actually could have been risky, because he actually AFK'd from keyboard for like 2 seconds. And I don't know if Tree knows this, but he should probably keep his armlet on when he pops that, because he'll get more damage. This mainly because the armlet turns his base damage, or adds to his base stats. What adds like 35 damage?
Has claimed Rashad's life.
31. No, not 31. Gives, how much strength does it give? 25. It adds 25 to it. So 25 times 4 is extra 100 damage for him if you really wanted it. Meanwhile, the crew is marching mid. Aegis goes to Warlock, which I think is a good choice. Sladar, I talked about the Undying ulti earlier. Undying ulti plus a Dagon is actually really nice because of the amplified damage, which does come from Flash Golem. So if he gets really close and up close and personal, then the damage amplification is 25%. Wow, I didn't know it was that high. I did not know it was that high. I thought it was a little bit lower. And Aghanim Scepter doesn't add that much. It has like 5% more. So Ags is pretty crappy. Or Undying, to be honest. But yeah, 25% damage amplification plus a Dagon means that Dagon actually hits people for 400 damage. If Sladar's like, you know, up close and personal to him. Which I don't know what the radius is for that, but it's probably like a degrading thing. Anyway, Centaur does get placed mid on both sides. They're going to go ahead and kill these real... Oh, they killed the wards on both sides. The Blink Dagger is up on Undying, which is actually pretty nice. He'll be able to blink it and drop the ulti. And the Radiant are going to continue to hold, which is actually concerning for the Dire, because if the Dire can't kill these guys fast enough, then Lich is going to eventually get the items to actually do damage, which I still don't think that Mjolnir is the item that he needs. Like, I really do think Lich needs to go for some other type of item, but the true question becomes, what does Lich actually build? Because there's no true good item for intelligence heroes to get that increase both attack speed and intelligence. Which I guess technically the only one would be Orchids, but that increases raw damage. Which to Lich wouldn't really matter. It's all damage nonetheless. Warlock getting 3 bashes in the course of 2 seconds. It's looking for a kill. The Observer, did it get placed? It did get placed in base, and they do see it. They will kill it. Because the Centaur was close by. And gosh, my nose itches.
Tower is under attack.
So now the Dire just waiting outside the door of the Radiant. Let's hope they don't stay too long, but they do need to continue to farm. At least the creeps are coming through. But they're doing some nice... Oh my gosh, 2,389 crit. If he hits anybody, they're pretty much dead. He's trying to hit a tower. He will be able to hit this Rax. Look at the damage go. Look at it go. Is what Wishtalker said about the HP.
Radiant just fortified their structures.
I'm actually kind of sad to see a Treant Protector has no BKB yet. It's going to be a really, really big item for him to get, because all the damage coming out from the Radiant's actually... Oh man, the toss from Undying coming out on top of Warlock. Warlock, the Aegis will be getting burned. These guys will try to come in and try to save him. I don't know if they'll be able to go for anything. Treant Protector's going to go and drop that ulti, get a kill on top of this Earthshaker. The Medusa ulti flying through, the Root coming through from Undying. There's officially dead on Treant Protector. So nice play coming up from the Radiant. The Lich ulti will be bouncing through on the backside. The Force Staff does come out forward to make sure nobody actually takes too much damage. The damage coming off on top of Death Prop is a little bit too darn high. She can actually turn around and go for a Decay. I don't know if it'll be enough though. She's going to go and start the TP instead. Lich Commander getting that, oh man, return to natural order, helping him get that kill. And Lich will be able to get the right clicks off to help him out as well. So yeah, that fight went way in the favor of the Radiant. That's mainly because Undying with a beautiful initiation, blink in, tossed them towards his team, and then stunned everybody else on the backside. It worked out really well. Warlock died twice really fast before anybody just showed up or was able to respond. So with that, we see the Radiant finally pushing out of the base. And like I said before, it's all but over because Legion doesn't have an Ags, but she can actually still get an Ags. And I don't know if she has it now. Is that... Nope, just a TP scroll. And the courier is still walking, by the way, which is kind of funny. Auspicious, enduring war dog versus the QT Badger Kwai, and I think what the orange means. Upgrade your courier for Christ's sake. And I do agree, they do need to upgrade that courier. And the recipe is actually coming to Lich for his Melnir, so he has his Melnir up, I'm assuming. Yep, so more right click, more damage. Still think he needs stats though, because he has Medusa's shield, which is great for Lich, because Lich has a nice mana pool, but he needs regen. And by nice, I mean his intelligence gain is decent, like 3.25. Whereas his strength gain is not that high, so he needs HP at least. And I didn't know Lich agility gain was that high. 2.5? No, 2.0. And it looks like we're here in this moment again. We'll see who will win this one. The Radiant have shown that they can do what they need to do to defend their base. And Undying has shown that he has the intelligence enough and the mobility enough to actually go for some easy kills. Like, he can literally blink in, toss anybody he wants, and then force staff out. Anybody who gets tossed in, it will do, to be honest. Looks like the racks that they were beating up was the ranged one, so will not be receiving any regeneration. The melee racks, on the other hand, they do receive regen, which is a little quirky thing that comes out from these items. Or, sorry, from these racks. Undying going for the toss again, catches a Warlock. Gonna, oh man, everybody getting hit with that root. Beautiful root. The tiny stun does come through. Lich popping the ulti, trying to stay alive. The double rock drops, and looks like Lich will officially be going down as well. Meanwhile, people are just dying on both sides. I can't really tell who's dead. It looks like Lich will officially be going down, like I said before. This will be a dead Treant protector. The buyback does come out from Legion Commander. She's going to try to do what she can to defend her team, or to defend for her team, but it's not going to be enough. The silence is going to fall and hit everybody, but not going to be enough to do anything. He's going to go ahead and just punch everything to death. Treant protector has his stuff available. He can actually go for kill on top of Undying if he really wanted to. Undying missing his stun completely because Treant protector has too much swag. Looks like Tree might want to go for another duel in 24 seconds.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower.
Too many golems in the fire. The silence is still coming from Lich Commander. The blink comes forward from Sladar. He did somehow juke the thing, but it doesn't really matter. He's gonna go for some sticky napalm stacks. Dagon does fly through as well. Oh, the toss from Undying, just putting Sladar. Sladar not feeling happy about that. Sladar not feeling happy about that at all. Nice toss from Undying once again. And I don't know if he bought. Okay, he didn't buy back. He just came back alive.
Is on its way further down.
But two sets of Raxes are down for the Radiant. And Roshan is up, we saw a little while ago, in 3 minutes. So we'll likely see the Dire wait for Rosh and then go for another push. And as far as the advantage they have, oh, Treant, oh man, Undying coming forward once again. Death Robber going to be the one to go down. She officially dies. And CY is the hardest ganker, is doing a nice, phenomenal job of these initiations. Treant Protector looking for some damage on the backside. No gem to speak of on either side. So Tree should be able to run out this pretty safely. Moving at 503 movement speed. Undying looking for a blink. Not going to be able to find it for 4 seconds. The tree is pretty much out of here. He's actually going to pop a Shadow Blade. Is there any gem available? Looks like Lich is going to take a bunch of damage. Look at the damage coming out on top of him. He will officially... No, the stun comes out from the backside. We got the stun coming out from Elder Titan, trying to keep his ally alive. He will officially be getting the kill on top of Lich, but Lich does not die within the ulti, so it's going to be really good for them. Meanwhile, everybody else does fly as well. Elder Titan almost able to stop... Almost able to stop him. Looks like he'll be able to stop this Warlock instead. Warlock going to take a bunch of damage. He officially gets changed to death. He goes down. And they almost took down Tree before Lich died. But the only thing that drew him back was the fact that the Crag Exterior got the best of Elder Titan. That was really the only thing. So Elder Titan not too happy about that one. And probably neither is Lich. So the AoE of Aftershock is 300, which is 50 less than the range of a Zeus, which is actually pretty funny. And doesn't Legion Commander have extended range too? Nope, just 128. But once she does get an Ags, which actually she's not going for Ags, she's going for Blade Mail. Which Blade Mail would be actually great versus any other hero, but I don't think it would be great versus Tree. Tree is naturally hitting for 230 damage plus 169. That is a lot of damage. And if he gets a crit coming out from his Aftershock, or a Chanted Totem, which is putting him up to, what, 400%? Times 165, which is essentially 150 times 4. So that's 600 plus, like a little bit over 600. Plus 230, plus another, oh man, it doesn't really matter. Meanwhile, we got the lock-in drop by Tiny, going on the backside, trying to get a kill, does get a kill on top of one. They do lose a Slaughter in the process of all this stuff. The shenanigans are happening on both sides. We got the Enchanted Totem. And as you talking about Aftershock getting used to try to stop things a little bit. These guys are just relentless with their pushing. So we got Lich popping his ulti. Death Prophet ulti does go through. Actually, Lich ulti is going to be killing Lich here very soon. Nope, he doesn't actually get it. Trying to go for some right click, not going to be able to get enough. He'll officially be good now. The blink does come forward from from the somebody. Oh man, Lich came in attacking so slow, it's not even funny. Meanwhile, I heard a duel on the backside. This is a Lich down on the backside. Tiny's going to be going down too. Undying will be able to pick up that kill because he hit him last. Actually, the gold did get split between people. Meanwhile, Undying going to go ahead and toss away this Treant protector who's actually getting played a little bit. Can't really do anything. The stun does come through from Undying. Not going to be enough. And the GGs do come out from the Radiant. It's like, oh, that bash. That bash, though. And Titan just wants to be alive for this last fight. He's about to get dueled out. Undying coming on the backside does get the kill on top of this one person. Oh man, Treant protector just wants one right click. Not going to be able to get it. Getting too many stuns thrown at him. Another stun does come through. Here comes a root as well. He officially goes down. I think he bought back last time, so he has no buyback, and he's going to be dead for a while. So we have 11 towers? What? Do they have 11 towers? Let's see, 4... Yeah, they have 11 towers. No. It's 4 times 3, which is 12, plus 2, that's 14. They have more than 11 towers. That's a lie. They have 14 towers. This tiny though, just over there trolling me with his math and stuff. Anyway, everybody's coming mid. They want to go for a kill. I heard the Undying ulti get used by Sladar. He wants to look for a wild Undying. Not going to be able to find it. They do come forward on top of Eldertime, who had a geometry sight. I don't know if they're going to pick it up. They will not be able to pick it up. Undying rescues the gem and continues to run away. Tiny picks himself up at Shiva's guard, which is going to be really nice. Lich. Now Lich Warlock coming forward, trying to get some right click. He will be able to get a bunch of damage on top of his Lich. He actually decides to change targets, which is going to be a huge mess up for him. A lot of damage coming for Death Prophet. She will officially be going on, dying to her own ulti, ironically. And the Radiant still hold this game. They've lost every single racks. They're working on losing their middle tower, last middle tower. And yeah, people are still dying. They're still defending. They're still holding. Meanwhile, Satanic is perched up on top of Treant Protector. Will he be able to get here in time is a big question. It looks like Tiny's going to go ahead and wait for him. Earthshaker trying to attract all the creeps and pull them back to where they need to be. Undying picked up an intelligent item choice, but I think it's a little too late. They're going to go forward on top of Tiny. He's actually taking a bunch of damage. The Lich came to force about with BKB. Still no right click coming up from her, really. She attacks so slow, it's not even worth it. She actually goes down to the creeps. And where's Treant Protector? There he is. He's invisible right now. Undying just might be in trouble. They're going to come forward looking for him. Not going to be able to find it. The tree just wants to crit somebody. He has a Satanic too. Might as well just kind of punch his Ancient. We'll see if Tree does get what he wants. He's going to follow him for a little bit. He's going to come forward. Lich ulti coming through on top of Death Prophet. They're going to go for the complete dive. Lich going to be dead in 2 hits. Nope, that's 1 hit. Oh my gosh, Lich's still alive. And Treant Protector not able to claim the kill. Too much CC on the side of the Radiant. And that is it for it, guys. Everybody played kind of the way we expected them to play. I thought Legion was going to build more attack speed, which I think was one of her biggest issues, but apparently not. And that is it for this game. So, my name is Cul Blu. I just brought you guys this game. This random pubcast number 87. This was an ability draft edition because ability draft is difficult as all get out to cast, and I think it's really good as far as practicing my own casting skills. So, there you go, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope it was informative. Hope it was fun to watch, and I hope it encourages you guys to go play ability draft and love it for what it is, because it's amazing. Anyway, like I said, my name is Cul Blu. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to find me, you can check me out on YouTube, which is youtube.com/user/CulBlu, or sorry, yeah, /user/CulBlu Dota, which is CulBlu Dota, as you would spell it normally. And then you guys can also follow me on Twitter, which is @CulBlu Dota, so CulBlu Dota, and that's where you can find me on that one. And there's also Casters Network, which is a group that was created to help casters come together, collect, collaborate, and create with one another. And the whole entire goal is literally networking with casters. But we are, in fact, open to tournament admins who want to join, or just a curious player, fan of Dota, or fan of esports in general that wants to come in. We're not limiting ourselves to Dota, but because it's the Dota cast, yeah, we're pretty much Dota stuff. So if you guys are viewers and want to find out some new talents coming out from the casting scene, or coming into the casting scene, go check out Casters Network. We got a lot of people that we just got added to it. A lot of cool things. They're producing a lot of cool stuff, and we're just going to promote them as much as we can because that's our job. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always with these videos, I'll see you guys whenever.